events director of ceremonies, brand ambassador, and a law lecturer. Good morning to you, Mr. Marara.
Evening, Ella.
What should you say?
All right, so I want us to move from motivational conversations to transformational conversations.
Transformational conversations.
Well, the majority of the times, what we get every day is motivation. But motivation is very temporal.
Okay.
And it's external. But transformation is from the inside out, which is what we want people to do.
Nice.
So thanks so much for the invitation. And I like what you're talking about vanhu, etc. Guys, be very careful about what you're exposing your children to.
It's very important.
So the type of dreams your children have is a function of the environment that you expose them to. So it's very, very important. The language that you speak, the people that you interact with, the things that you do, especially when you think that they're not watching. Yeah. Very, very important. All right, let's go into today's conversation.
I was looking at the topic. Yeah.
Exactly. If let me emphasize the biggest part about me is not even speaking, is law. Okay. I'm one person who sees people sometimes when they're not in their best. When things are down, yes. And bulk of the times you ask people, why are you doing the things that you're doing? Why are you even where you are? By the way, if what people need to learn to realize, if you want to transform your life, you want to change your life, you need to have the courage to have uncomfortable conversations with yourself. Very true. Majority of the times, the reason why many people are not moving from where they are to where they can be is because we're avoiding real, practical, honest conversations with ourselves. In particular, what is our contribution to our mess? In the moment you've got the courage to say, what is my contribution to our mess? It does actually help you to be very, very honest and say, this is what I need to change. And one thing that has affected us quite consistently is this statement, vanhu, vanozoti. Yes. So right now, there's someone akatumira maruva for Valentine's. Ukatumira bhosvo iwewe uchinyepa zvefake iwewe. Yes. Ukasabhadhira mari maruva acho futi. Why? Because kuti day rinzatanga na 8 kusvika na 6, pasina na munhu auya anabenzera kupfuura nepo, akasika make sense. And you have to start acting, doing things, doing drama for people. Can I tell one of the signs of slavery? The signs of slavery, is when you think the world has to know everything that's happening in your life. The moment you think the world needs to know, NASA have gained 1 kg, NASA have bought ballpoint, that's a sign. So one thing that I want to help you and liberate you, Eve, what I help people is, you are free the moment you wake up every day and you have no point to prove. True. That's the sign of freedom. When you wake up every day and you say, I have no point to prove. And the biggest thing is waking up every day and say, these are my goals for 2025. I'm going to focus on them. If your goal is to be debt-free, don't do the things that are putting you into debt. Simply because you want to belong, simply because you want to fit, simply because you want to be in a particular circle. And majority of the times, depressions like wonder is connected to vanozoti. You're no longer doing things for you if you're doing things for people. So one of the biggest problems that we find is majority of us who are living for people because, number one, we're afraid of being judged. So what do people think? But by the way, whether life or not, they will still judge you. They will always judge. You will never be able to change what people think about you because people often make conclusions before they know you. And majority of the times they don't know and they don't care what you're going to say. This is the reason why you need to wake up every day and understand that if you're going to make decisions, don't put people in the fore. Put you in the fore. Why? Because people are still going to judge you. Whether you do good or bad. Whether you do good or bad. So right now, Uga downgrader, they will judge you. Uga upgrader, they will judge you. So you rather ask, what is the Eve type of truth? What is it that I need to do? So majority of the work that I do, if when I'm not a lawyer, I actually work with companies in terms of equipping their employees on financial wellness. And one of the biggest things that I've been telling people is it's okay kugara side dream area. It's okay kutotara no I'm okay. Because you see, majority of the times you're actually staying in about your struggle. True. Because vanozoti, you see, one of the biggest things that Zim has done is it has given us degrees, but at the same time it has given us pressure, not the money. So it's not pressure, but you don't have the money to sustain the pressure. So around, where do you wake up on Star FM? Where do you stay? Pressure much. Why? Because somehow a particular brand has to also speak to a particular area that you stay. Somehow a particular brand has to speak to the particular type of vehicle that you actually drive. I was talking to my wonderful mentee here. Yes. I'm like, my car, I use $80 for service, including labor. The one I use in it. Oh, wow. $80 including labor. And that vehicle can actually give me over 20 kilometers. It's not even a hybrid. It's a 0.9 liter. That's what I drive. Why? I can fix it. Why? Because I've migrated to a level, you could see vanozoti, not because I can't afford. Get this point. I can afford. But I'm not about to use $50 of fuel in 2 days just to prove to you if I'm financially stable. Majority of you right now will at my expense to prove a point to people who are not caring. They don't care. And majority of the times, the people are trying to impress right now, which they are ready with their cameras on when your moments of embarrassment come. They are never going to come and bail you out.
They won't.
They will come and talk you down. So, no, we need to get a point where we begin to liberate ourselves from people's opinions. So people are going to criticize you, people are going to mock you, whether they're family, friends, co-workers, or even strangers. So begin to understand that. And this is the reason why I tell people it's not everything, even in the comment section, that requires your response. Hey, you see, one of the things that I tell you, I've told people this principle, I don't argue. I don't engage in a If you have noticed, I don't. Okay. So if you decide to run in on social media, I'll blow tick you. Why? Because I've made a principle, I'm not going to argue unless I'm going to be paid. That's my world. Okay. Well, you mean I get paid to argue. Okay. So can I stand my I won't argue with you. Because I can't use your valuable talent that I developed over 4 or 5 years at university for free. So why do you actually care so much? That's one of the things that I want you to realize.
Wow.
Because why do you even care? Because we're conditioned to think about what people are going to think. And this is a problem. So now you find majority of the times we are losing ourselves because we're trying to avoid losing people.
And also impressing people.
Guess what? So the point that I always make is it's better to lose other people and not lose you. Because majority of the times you're trying to keep people but you're losing yourself in the process. Because you're just trying to say, be real, be honest. So right now, I want you to be honest with yourself where you are right now. How much has been the contribution of influence and pressure? Right now, your finances, if you are on 700, I'm not saying 700 any more than that. 700, or $500. Just because you want to tick a bracket, you're going to a copy. What's in Rugara? I've got an apartment. Apartment, they're going to do. Right now, Vunzawan must say, Baba, who's going to buy? Take a so, nobody would eat. Who feel that pressure? Is it in our area in 2 rooms are not but we also move right now, do you know, right now as we speak, if you block as we speak right now, can how far, block, announce. And majority of the times, and this is the point that I always say, it's so fashionable to blame the devil. It's very, very fashionable. Devil's lie, I'm what could be. Majority of the people are not even spiritual to the level of attracting the devil. When was the last time you had a spiritual attack?
Oh my.
Hey, majority of them sit down with yourself if this is what I'm earning. I don't have another stream of income. I need to be real. Full stop. So right now you find Momono, I know who's no buy 500 to borrow you. You want to pay $500 full house borrow you much. So Shungo Nadzo.
Yeah.
But the dream is placed. Nobody really sit down. We're not budget hungry. On the inside to this particular Glen. When now Glen go up by that. Guess what? Can I touch your office? I'm going to go over Gucci. Chandongo go is by 8 o'clock. Full stop.
Yes.
Majority of the times, we are putting unnecessary pressure on ourselves because our colleagues are sending their kids to very good schools. And the next time you think because they're sending them to good schools, I also need to do that. The question is simple. Can you afford it? Yes. Can you sustain it? No. You know, right now, when I never end an apartment because my apartment, you can't even afford to finish an apartment. But right now, the reason why I'm doing it because no, I've got an apartment, no, I've moved in there. I'm not a chin, but I stop a Buddha foot. And guess what? Majority of the times we've been accustomed to think that if you leave a particular line, the fake it till you make it. If you do that, it's going to shift your point. This is what I tell people: you don't need to fake it. If you need to face it. Face it. Why is that life right now not a reality? Because number one, you are just relying on one stream of income. Number two, you're not doing anything else. So why are you do that? Right now, many people are in dead relationships because do you know a number of people? You're not going to be killed by being single. You're going to be killed by toxic relationships. The next day, no, I think I was the one who was wrong. I think I'm the one who's the problem. They're tolerating toxicity. Why? Because wakanyora pa Facebook, but I'm in the love with the D, no love of my life. Till death, sometimes learn to realize it's possible to know that till death, and not realize no, because I'm mirror death, you can do no kufa chop chop. Walk out. Why are you with that person? Why you be around Zanzumofitana? But I'm not sure every day. Then, why are you even wearing the earpiece that you're wearing right now? Do you even like it? You know, majority of the people, you wear things that you don't like it. One of the things I was saying, because no, and actually, no, you have a fitter. You have prisoner to people's opinions. One of my biggest strengths is in it I can come on radio and tell you what I tell you right now.
Yeah.
Because in it I can just walk. I don't mind. I'm not faced and not security and not chii. I walk alone. I'm a free person. I'm a very free person. Why? Because I mind my business. I mind my business. Why? Because I don't want to live for people. You right now, what's a moment right now? I don't find my name more. I know what kind of Jude all sugar service. I'll talk about in thanks. Father, you're amazing. Father, you're awesome. Father, you provide.
They even remember how to pray.
Yeah, can a motor go to before service? You are not the right person to be driving it. People want of it. Budam Benzi, you're still going to I didn't say this. By the way, if you can actually afford it,
yes,
I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about other. When mashungopreneurs. If I are not around, you can business can work in 2 months. What you got to ramar, you to think a motor. Just because you want to go and speak to people, say you can dream, you can achieve, you can make it. That's why I made the point last time when I was here. Guys, be very careful about what people tell you, including those people who actually invite as entrepreneurs. Musapa and pressure are necessary. Tell them, because it's not going to necessarily work the first year. It's not necessarily going to work the next year. It's okay to be driving what you were driving 2 years ago. It's okay to be staying where you were staying 2 years ago. It's real, because in life, there's something called my stage. It's progression. Kind of a jumper step. Life has got a way of reminding you to a jumper. You know what those. So why are you taking your children to schools that you can afford? I'm just rushing to pick my kid at XYZ school. I go to town. I go to Chikoro. Iwe only got wonder fit cargo pressure or pin off foot. What always say, Papa, what man's parents did, but them and the dress packet, or tongue out complain. Hey, I'll go to No, I saw go Messera. When am I get out? Do you know, majority of the times if you're complaining about price, you're not the correct market. The correct market does not talk price, it talks value. So you know when you're talking about maybe chapizo, hey, maybe chapizo. Stop living for people. And by the way, one of the schools I think it should be in Esigodini, in a private airstrip. Please tell him at phone. But see, majority of those guys, the fees is coming as a benefit. It's coming as a benefit. So, if let me tell you something, this is no longer a secret. You saw what USA did. It was dismantled. When Okawanda, we're earning $10,000, $15,000, they woke up jobless. Upon walk pig a life here, coach in the Indo-Chandra International Organization. Now you're suddenly introduced with no notice. You're introduced to reality. How do you survive? Right now, can others opinion on bottom? Stop caring about what people say. Let's focus on getting out. Let's focus on getting out. And the moment you begin to do that, do not bad that. So, right now, what I want you to do is to get back to yourself and have honest conversations with you. Right? Let me ask something. If do you know, I don't understand someone. I don't get the $30,000 you sign a wedding. I paid the
There's that, yeah.
Yeah, also it's at $30,000. One of the most expensive lunches you can ever have. What happens? Ocean's at $30,000. One room. Nobody guys. Anyway, do you really need to have that expensive wedding? Cannot we travel? But not sure I'm sure $20. So, if Zokera to a position where you get your life back. And this is a reclamation assignment that I want to give you. Get back your life. You know, I've been telling people for $50, $25 go quote. Can also get no quote chaka food is wako. Mungo chada chaka kosha a certificate. Chinopa relevance or validity to a marriage is not the venue. It's the instrument. Exactly. So right now, majority of the people pins are under pressure. You know, publicly. Are you giving them the money? Because remember, when they're under pressure, if they're not even financing the pressure.
Oh no, they won't.
I don't mind if you know Arthur I'm 100,000. As long as you can cheat by way. Can I go in Maria? It's okay. But the problem is, for some moon, could I binda uko? Could I reason? But I know a number of people 4 years into marriage. I should have square it. You know, when I should have uneta foot or watch I was really but what's else you need so guys, so you need to be very real. If reclaim your life. That's my message today. Reclaim your life. If what are you doing things for? Is it even necessary? You see, one of the biggest things that I tell people is the moment you wake up every day, set your agenda for the day, and realize I can be free to be me. That's the highest form of living. When I get a mistake, you don't disown a child simply because of people. You embrace your child because that's the right thing to do. So what do I want you to do? Number one, embrace your uniqueness. Stop caring about what people are saying. You're different, you're unique. You're you. Because you see, majority of the times when I even started speaking here, who told you I was doing it for money? No, I'm not doing it for money. This is what God has called me to do. I enjoy it. That's my hobby. That's my passion. And guess what? I'm so grateful because I said I'm going to do this. So embrace your uniqueness. And most importantly, what I want you to do is to begin to embrace your authenticity. What is the truth according to Eve? What is the truth according to Eve? The moment you embrace the truth according to Eve, it helps you. Let me share a story of a good friend of mine. CEO of a very, very big organization. This is Arthur. I was staying in a particular location. I wonder how these are. I didn't area. He said, I don't want to. He says, Maria and I pay any accommodation allowance and $200. He says, Nagana Ugara, Koko, post Doko and Mariango. And he says, Pandaka's over. He went to his own house. Hans Bob said, Nango to Corona Buru, Tubasan's a few. Next thing, Tubaran's a few. He did that. Now, he says, I've still maintained my network of friends. We've actually grown together. Now, very free person. Then secondly, don't be under pressure to volunteer. Information is now kumbiwa. What picture? Oh, this nice little boys. Next thing, oh, how I love seafood. That's so how I love soft life. That's so how things are low. That's so devil is a liar. I'm coming back. Anyway, Arthur
Marara, ladies and gentlemen, it was, we shouldn't call it motivational, it was transformational too. And he's an attorney and author, transformational speaker, corporate events director of ceremonies, brand ambassador, law lecturer, and he's also, author. He's got beautiful books.
So I want you to read a book called No One Is Coming, one of my favorite books.
Are you signing that one for me?
Yeah, I'll sign it for you.
Okay.
So No One Is Coming, it's a realization that no one is coming to fix your life. Get it straight. No matter how much money they have, the moment you begin to think someone owes you anything, you're a danger to society.
Yeah. Arthur, how can people get in touch with you?
So, I can give you on WhatsApp, 078-0055-152. You can actually join my groups. 078-0055-152. Just say join. And so on the I, join. Then you can follow me on social media. My page is also on Facebook and many of the social media platforms. But otherwise, thanks so much. See you in April. This is my birthday month, but I'll see you in April.
Yeah. For a birthday.
I think I should be coming back on air before my birthday.
Before your birthday. Awesome.
Yeah, for a little bit of violence a birthday.
Yeah, why? Before you turn a year older, you want to just shake things.
I guess for no good reason, man.
Hey, hands is your knee. Yeah, have those tough conversations with yourself and live for you. Hands, you are not even spiritual enough to attract the devil, so don't be saying, hey, devil.
It's okay.
It's okay, Arthur. It's okay. It's okay. Let's drop it. Drop the mic. We are Star FM sounding good all the time. It's 10 time.